Well, hello.
Hey y'all.
Hello, hello.
How's everybody doing?
They got rid
Hi.
of that stupid link.
Yay!
Yay!
I just noticed.
No. Oh no, it's there, but it
But it's not covering
yeah, you're gonna
everything.
have to click on it now.
Oh, good.
Thank the Lord.
Jojo. I know.
Jersey.
I'm like, okay, can someone just hurry up and talk so I can see the next, so I can keep seeing the comments?
Yay.
Yeah, it didn't hit me. I'm like, wow, I can read everything. And then I looked and just see a $sign, but yay, it's out of the way. Never thought I'd be so happy about a link.
Yay. Well, who do we have here? We've got
Got a
Society
few.
Red, we've got Mousy, we've got AC and Fish Nerd, and we got Michella, we got Jersey, and we got Mousy again. So hi guys, how y'all doing? How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Oh, is it Friday yet?
It's close, but not Friday.
One more day.
Remember when we used to go live on Tuesdays and we're like, Friday's so far away.
I know.
I was like just thinking about that. Like, how did we do it? How did we do it like the day after Monday?
I don't
Like that was
know.
wild.
And then with the rest of the week left, I don't know. Yeah. It was tough. I will say that.
At least we gave people something to look forward to so early in the week.
That's true.
Yeah.
And Tuesday is not typically a busy night, so that helped too.
Yeah.
But anywho,
Yeah. So what have y'all been up to?
I got a new addition to my family.
Carly got a new addition to her family.
And no,
Is
I'm
it a
not
boy or a
pregnant.
girl? I was gonna say congratulations on the baby.
I have a four-legged boy. And he's the sweetest thing I've
And
ever met in my life.
So what process not? I know you're spinning the works or the tops, but you guys were kind of on the shelf, or
Well, it
so to
was
speak.
so it was we finally had, it was just me and my husband because my kids obviously have wanted one forever, but we were finally in the talks of like, okay, do we want to do this? And as we didn't want to like go out and buy one, like we wanted to, take one that needed to be rehomed or like Humane Society, something like that. And then there were
Rescue.
reasons we had to wait a little bit longer. And like where we were at, like right now, it was more of, if one pops up and it works out, then it works out. And out of nowhere, my husband went to work and he sent me a message saying, yep, this dog needs a home, like right away. Like, what do you think? And I'm like, we've been wanting a husky and it happened to be a husky. So we're like, I said, okay. And brought him home. So
aw,
family's now complete. No, didn't steal
aw.
one. Got it the right way. Not that there has never been
Did you
puppies
just get him
I've
today?
yeah. So it was very much a surprise. I was not expecting, when I woke up this morning, I did not expect a dog, but still a very happy surprise. And my kids had no idea that we were even in serious talk about one, let alone getting one. So I told them, I said, okay, go sit on the couch. We got to talk to you guys about something. And they're like, what? And I said, it's nothing bad. We just got to talk to you. And next thing you know, my husband comes home and he opens the door, dog comes running in, and they're just like, what? And
So
like,
cute.
Aw.
is this a husky? We're like, yeah. And I think they were in shock that, because we've dog sat before and had family members with dogs. So I think they were in shock that like, this is our dog now. So
Aw.
yeah. So hopefully, so far so good. Like no issues at all. He's He's super chill. He's sweet. He seems happy. So just got to get a few extra things he'll need, but so far so good.
Yeah. Now are they already arguing about whose bed he's gonna sleep in?
Not arguing yet. Like we're still. I think we're gonna see where he kind of ventures off to
Yeah.
because he hasn't been in the bedrooms yet because my kids had school and like you guys need to clean your rooms first and foremost. So he
Yeah.
hasn't really like explored all the bedrooms, but we'll just kind of see where he ends up.
Yeah.
And if we need to get him his own little bed, we'll do that. But
Yeah.
for now, we'll just see what he wants.
Well, cool.
Yeah. You
Very cool.
you stole your first Yorkie? Where'd you steal it? Hey, hold on. Oh, so you rescued her, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've heard of people doing that too. They see just an abandoned puppy or cat or anything like that, and they take it. I look at that as a rescue, not stealing.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as there's no tag on it or anything.
Just can't imagine people who leave animals just on the side of the road, especially little animals who can hardly defend for themselves.
I know, and especially like they have no idea what's going on. It's like they're with their owner, and then all of a sudden, like, where's my owner? Where's my home?
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
Excuse me.
poor things. It's like if I had all the land in the world and like I would just want to have rescue animals on it
Yeah.
because I hate that. Rescue them all. The tags
Oh,
went to.
the tags went to
They
disconnect.
disconnected the. Aw, that's horrible. It's like they intentionally didn't want to know that they left their dog.
She was old. How sad.
Oh, oh, breaks my heart. But
Uh,
what's new with everyone else? Oh,
yeah.
lost Cass.
Oh, I just noticed we lost her.
She was muted for a bit then. Bloop. Oh wait.
She's taking her sweet time coming back.
I thought I saw she was back, but
Hey, Sean.
hello, Sean.
I hope that's at Mousie's dog owners and not us.
Like, hello to you too.
Yeah. Uh,
Ricky Kanaka? Kanaka? Aw,
aw.
that's sweet.
Aw, fishy nerd. He's home and safe.
Well, good. Always good to hear.
Well, we'd love to get
Just
started, but
lost our
we
co-host.
lost our co-host. And I don't think she's even posting in Discord.
Well, your phone didn't die or something.
Well, I guess we can get started on the one she didn't want.
I'd say she said she wanted South Dakota,
Yep.
so we can do a different one.
Yeah. Start with North Dakota.
All right.
Yeah. So, as our disclaimer every time, these are just for fun. These laws may annoy the. Oh, we can't start without the group. We gotta wait.
Group. Now we're ready.
Now we're ready. Yeah. These laws may annoy laws. Laws may annoy
Lois.
the crap out of you, but they're old. They probably had a purpose when they were written. We can't verify that they're still on the books, but they're allegedly still on the books.
Yep.
We're taking their word at the people who wrote these articles that they're still on the books. And it's all just for fun, like everything else on our channel. This is just for fun.
Yep.
All right. So.
North
To
Dakota.
have 4 states crammed together.
Yep.
What'd you say?
It's in North Dakota.
North Dakota, yeah. So we're going to
I
start
don't think
with
they have an accent, but I just made that up.
I think they do. I think
Because
because weren't they from, no, yeah, from that movie Fargo.
oh yeah, they did.
Yep.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. All right. So if I didn't hear the blip of Cass coming back, just tell me, let her in.
Knock knock.
Yeah. All right. So we got 7 wacky laws from North Dakota. All right. First law. Charitable groups are allowed to hold stud poker games to raise money, but only twice a year.
Does it say what days, or just
Doesn't
only
say
twice
what
a year?
day. No, it says they can only have stud poker games and only twice a year. And that's just stud poker games. I mean, I guess you could have other type of poker.
Right.
What a weird law.
That is.
Second one. It is illegal to keep an elk in a sandbox in your own backyard. I mean, where else are you going to keep your pet elk?
uh, hopefully not the pool or anything else. I would think sandbox sounds
He
safe.
needs a sandbox. Where's it going to poop?
Exactly. Maybe they're like, we don't want them thinking it's a cat. I don't know.
Huh.
Sounds better than. I mean, what better option is there?
I know. It seems like they would be perfectly happy to be hanging out in a sandbox in your backyard, but nope, you can't do it.
Wonder if that means they can roam free. They just can't be in sand.
I guess they can be in your backyard, but don't hold them in your sandbox.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah,
That would be a big sandbox.
it would be a big sandbox. All right then. Number 3. It is legal. Oh, I don't like this one. Can't
Oh,
remember. This is clearly from, oh, is that the blip?
well, got her. There she is.
Yeah.
There she is. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I got booted because I had a husband woke up.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Okay, number 3. I'm just reading this. Forgive me. It is legal to shoot a Native American on horseback as long as you are in a covered wagon.
oh my.
And remember, I told you these are old,
Let's say that sounds very old.
and they just never got taken off the books. So we're going to just like scroll right past that one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, good idea.
Number 4. It is prohibited for bars or restaurants to serve both beer and pretzels at the same time. Now, why?
What are you
Beer and
gonna drink?
pretzels go
Maybe
together.
they think it's too much yeast. I don't
That
know.
could be. That could be.
Because I would hope they at least do nuts or something then.
I mean, there's got to be a lot of places breaking that law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't
Beer
know,
and
my mind
pretzels.
went straight to pretzels and beer. They care about your yeast level. Because otherwise, yeah, they do make pretzel flavored beer. Guess that would be the exception.
All right. It's illegal to swim naked in the Red River from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., but any other time, feel free.
So from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. it's okay.
Yep.
Hmm.
Oh, the salt on the pretzels makes you drink more.
Well,
Mm,
wouldn't that mean more money? That's unless they
Did you
think,
really
oh,
think
people just want
funny, but it
water.
means
They won't want. They
it
won't
means
want
more
more
drunk.
beer.
oh,
Yeah.
look who came in? It's the holy
Chunky, chunky.
rascal.
Yeah. Number 6. No one is allowed to wear a hat while dancing or at any event where dancing is happening.
What
No matter
the?
how stylish. Don't bring that hat to the dance.
What kind of
Push
BS
you
Oh,
is
in
so
that?
no,
serious trouble.
no cowboy bars. Can't wear their hat.
Nope, can't do it.
What kind of BS is that?
I'm telling you, don't try it. North Dakota.
And did that say any bar?
And don't wear a hat while dancing or at any event where dancing is happening.
Oh, so not
Yep.
just bars. Wow.
Yep. Any.
Wedding.
No
I was
wedding.
just gonna say, could you imagine telling people like can't wear a hat to my wedding of any kind or to my just any kind?
Graduation party,
Yeah,
birthday
yeah,
party.
yeah. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but at the same time, some events a hat just makes sense.
Yep.
Gang affiliations.
Bringing serious trouble to the bride if you do it.
Yeah, for sure.
And number 7, it is illegal to lie down and fall asleep with your shoes on.
Can't say I've
Well,
never done that and just been
I
because I'm
can't.
not tired. Never would have thought it would be a law anywhere.
Now that doesn't say if, you can do it in the comfort of your own home.
Yeah,
It just says don't do it with your shoes on.
and you can't fall asleep at your desk at work either. Then,
Probably not.
Well, I don't like. I work
and the
from
problem
home
is
and I
not
don't
that you
wear
fell
shoes.
asleep; it's that you left your shoes on.
Well, it also says don't lie down. I don't lie down at my desk. I just put my head on my desk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sitting in a recliner should be fine, fish nerd.
All these laws are really strange.
Yeah.
North Dakota, what's going on in your state?
That is
Or
the
went
point.
on in your state, I should say.
Yeah. So we only had 7 from North Dakota. So that is North Dakota.
Oh, really? That's it?
That is, yeah.
We started with North Dakota so you could have South.
Alright, where is it?
Oh, that is a good point. Camping.
That's true,
Oh,
Jen.
I haven't been camping in a long time, but
it's been a long time.
I can't
20
remember if
years.
I did the same thing and left my shoes on.
It's been 20 years since I've been camping.
It's been 84 years.
I remember the last time I went, it was one of those, it
Can
was
you
all the way up in
dance
the
to a
mountains.
song from the music Men Without Hats? Ha
So that's a good.
See. So that was
So
all of them.
That was all of them from North Dakota.
Cass, do you want to do South Dakota or
well.
I can
Yeah.
do a? All right.
All right. So 8 crazy laws of South Dakota. So we got 8 on this one. All right. Number 1, horses aren't allowed into fountains unless they are wearing pants.
Pants?
What?
Yep. There's a good story behind it, which really just is one of those strange things in South Dakota. Yeah. So it's okay.
Where do you buy
as
pants
long
for
as
your
you.
horse?
I
Yeah.
don't know. Ask South Dakota.
And I'd like to know why they have to have pants on to be in the fountain. I would think it'd almost be the other way around. Like that.
So.
That's a head scratcher.
Yeah, it really was. I was like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good
Interesting.
type of camping.
Glamping.
Number 2, to lie down and fall asleep in a cheese factory is against the law.
Hmm.
I'm
That
intrigued
I-
who's
sounds like
Can I stand up
Wisconsin.
and fall
all
asleep?
right. I was gonna say you
Yep, says if you stay
Wisconsin.
standing, you're totally fine.
Yep. Sleep on. Cheese factory folks. Make sure you're standing up.
Yep, no taking a nap at work.
E- Even if you take your shoes off and lie down, it's still against the law.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be sleeping near cheese either.
Right?
I like cheese, but it doesn't have the best smell.
No.
No. Okay, number 3. It is illegal to show any movies that include police officers being struck, beaten, or treated offensively. This is a law most people can get behind, but with the release many cop-related movies every year, it seems likely that this law is probably broken fairly regularly.
Yeah. Good law.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But I doubt it's.
Upheld.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it is. And no cutting the cheese while sleeping at night. No, you know cutting cheese. And in this number 4, in the city of Huron, I'm saying that correctly,
You're
it
on.
is illegal to cause static. Fun facts about South Dakota that others might not know: static truly is every South Dakotan's winter enemy. We certainly don't need to create any extra, but to criminalize the creation of static seems like a bit of dramatic overreach.
Wonder why it's the enemy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey,
And that's
Teresa.
the
Hey,
only
Teresa.
that's the only state I've ever heard that they have a static
Right.
problem.
Fishner, can you fill in why it's their enemy? Do you know?
Good
That's
question.
very strange.
Mhm.
No clue. Okay.
Guess, yeah, I guess I'll know. Nobody knows. Cue the Saturday Night Live church lady.
Not familiar with that one.
I'm not
What?
either. You just offended me. We're gonna get called to the principal's office.
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Oh, Society Red said, I just read the law. Static might interfere with the.
TV reception.
Oh my goodness, is that really a thing still though?
Could be.
That's interesting. That's the only state I've ever heard of that being an issue.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, same here.
And I don't know anyone who lives there, so I don't know. Can't ask them if it's still a thing.
Yeah.
Well, my
all right.
brother-in-law used to live there. I'll have to ask him.
Oh, there you go. Let us know if it's a thing or if it's not. Dude, calm yourself down. All right, number 5. Casinos in South Dakota are not allowed to post signs that say casino.
So
Okay.
how
What?
do you know it's a casino?
Don't
Yeah,
worry,
because
you can still use your phone to give you directions. Are South Dakotans just trying to hide their gambling habit? That's the
but
question.
does that mean so they just can't have signs, but can the building can say casino?
I
Nope. You
I
can't
I
post a sign.
I don't know.
Because I don't know another word for casino. Unless you
Gambling
call
hall?
it blackjack place,
Gambling hall.
Yeah,
card
you could
playing
put
place.
gambling hall. You could just put big shiny building called
Or call it
John.
schmambling
Yeah,
or schmashino.
Schmishmino.
Or this is not a, just like take out one of the letters. Cosino.
Right.
That is, sounds like, I don't know, it makes it sound like you're being sneaky about going to a casino.
I know.
Like it's a cover for something.
That's why they're asking.
Okay,
Are
but
they?
question. Aren't the casinos, they're all Native American run, and aren't they all on Native American land?
I thought so.
That's always been my understanding.
So shouldn't this law not apply because they're on Native American they're not on federal land or South Dakotan land anyway?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that would be my thinking.
It's a good question.
Hmm.
It's a very good question.
That's when I would wonder if that's still a thing.
How are we
Yeah.
gonna figure it out?
Because I would fight against that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll call it what I want.
Yeah. Okay, number 6. Attempting to convince a pacifist to abandon his beliefs by threatening to arm wrestle him is against the law.
What?
Okay.
This might be one of the strangest.
That sounds like one of the strangest laws in the country, let alone South Dakota.
Yeah,
That sounds like a Saturday Night Live skit.
Yeah,
it does.
Like, you're a pacifist. Let me attempt to change your mind by arm wrestling you.
unpacifist you.
Yeah.
like, like what? Like, to be a fly on the wall for when that became a thing. Yeah, can you
Right.
thumb wrestle instead of arm wrestle?
Yeah.
That, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a new one. It's a very strange one.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I'm just baffled. Like, what do you do? Like, who goes up to people and go, "Hey, let me arm wrestle. If I win, you no longer believe what you believe."
You have to go to war.
Number 7. All hotels are required to have 2 twin beds, and the beds must always be 2 feet apart.
That's crazy.
Believe it or not, part of this law also states that it is illegal to make love in the space between the twin beds. But one can't help but wonder how would they even enforce that law?
Okie
Well, I
dokie.
wouldn't think in between the beds. I would think just
Just get
push
on
the
one bed.
beds together, or yeah, get on one
Right?
bed. But like I
If
said,
you
who's
like
who's
push them
going
together,
around? Who would go around and enforce that,
yeah,
or make sure it's being enforced?
with a horse and pants in their fountain. Yeah, don't you forget about them horses with their pants.
I would hate to have that job. Like, go make sure the guests didn't push the beds together.
Yeah.
Make sure they're not doing
Knock,
anything in between that they shouldn't be doing.
knocking on the door. We're just making love. Check.
We
Not making love. Check.
oftentimes the walls are pretty thin, so you know, walk around at certain periods of the night, you might not have hard time finding out who's doing what time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And then imagine being like policing them about it. Like, what is Gonna have to go to
Right.
another state, apparently.
Oh my goodness. How would they know? Yeah. How would you know? Number 8 is illegal. Oh, it's legal to use fireworks to protect your sunflower crop.
Hmm.
It's
Uh,
legal. This law allows sunflower growers to purchase and use explosive pyrotechnics, something that
Techniques.
are fireworks for the protection of sunflower crops from de- depredating, my goodness, birds who wouldn't want to protect their precious sunflower crop. But this manner of protecting them seems a bit odd. In fact, this is easily one of the weirdest facts about South Dakota.
Huh.
but only
Interesting.
sunflowers.
Now only sunflowers. Who cares? No one don't care about that corn crop. That
So
corn
I
crop
mean,
can go.
I love sunflowers, but I wonder why it's only pertaining to sunflowers and not like vegetables or other
Yeah.
flowers. Unless people were
Turn
stealing
it
other
down.
people's sunflowers and like, what can I do to get people off my sunflowers? Oh yeah, fireworks.
Mhm.
Wow, the Dakotas and their laws.
Right?
They're pretty interesting.
Like
They
I don't
are.
think any of those so far when I could.
Yeah.
I think I think sunflower is for Kansas, I think. I think.
It's for Kansas?
I thought so. Let me see.
I don't remember. I just thought sunflower or sunflower.
Um, yeah, it's the wild sunflower is the Kansas state flower.
Oh.
Huh.
State flower
Interesting.
of South Dakota. That's the American Pasquet. Pasquet? So, nope, no sunflowers. It's a purple flower, almost lily looking ish.
Hmm.
But
Huh.
yeah,
Interesting.
they care more about sunflowers. Oh, it's to keep the birds away. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Interessante.
I think I
Alrighty.
will do Nevada.
Nevada.
I have a feeling these might be interesting too.
Okay.
And there's 10 here.
Ooh, 10. I forgot we're doing 4. I forgot about Utah.
For Utah.
Nothing new there.
All right. Number 1. You can't ride a camel on the highway. A camel? Uh, Okay.
Doing with the camel.
It says
Why are you riding on the camel? Oh, I guess you are in the desert.
in the 1800s, camels transported goods across the deserts of Nevada.
Huh.
Apparently, camel traffic on highways became a problem and was soon outlawed. However, Nevadans can still ride camels on city streets.
Interesting.
I mean, it makes sense that it's very old, but that'd be funny to see someone trying to do that today, thinking they're Aladdin or something. Yeah, where does one get a camel?
Should be able to rent anything in Las Vegas.
Right? Because if you can get a tiger in your bathroom, you could probably get a camel
That's right.
on the road.
Well, hey, you can have a horse by a fountain as long as he's wearing pants. And don't worry, in San Francisco, it's okay to have a elephant on Main Street.
Yep. All right. Number 2. You can't hula hoop on Fremont Street. Downtown Las Vegas boasts many street performers. In 2010, the Las Vegas City Council deemed hula hooping in the area illegal, claiming it blocked pedestrian traffic and impacted surrounding businesses.
Huh.
So that's a newer one.
Really? A hula hoop took up that much space?
I mean,
Yeah.
there.
I guess maybe there are too many hula hooping at a time. I doubt people are hula hooping.
Well, it says the performers, but what I would think like baton twirling, or there's other things that I think would be worse.
Yeah.
And that would block traffic more than hula hooping. Yeah, that is very specific, Sean. And it says even if the accident is not hula hoop related, if you are in a pedestrian accident in Nevada, oh, it's promoting a law
Yeah.
office.
Don't read the second
Okay.
paragraph.
I was like, never mind. Oh gosh.
Like, no. Get the ones
If-
that are in the program. Just kidding.
So if you have a mustache, you can't kiss a woman in Eureka. This
Who?
this is another old ones. In the 18 and 1900s, various laws prohibited men's facial hair in the U.S., sometimes for religious reasons. In Eureka, this law is still on the books, though hopefully not enforced. So
What
men,
if
if
the woman
you're,
is willing?
I guess if they're out in public or something, if someone wants to be that person and complain, but yep, if
Jeez.
you're in Eureka, you gotta shave your faces, gentlemen. Can't kiss
Yeah.
your lady.
Don't do it.
Such haters.
Just try and stop me.
Yeah. Society red.
Yeah, but can you say Eureka?
Yeah, that's what Society Red says. You can say Eureka when you kiss a woman.
Oh, this one is. I feel bad reading this one out loud, but
Uh-oh.
it says you can hang someone for shooting your dog.
Oh.
And that's from in the 1800s when Nevada was largely considered the Wild West. Dogs were more than pets. They were used primarily for protecting herds of sheep and cattle, and harming a dog led to severe punishment.
Good. I stand behind that.
Wow. Yeah. I don't like the idea of anyone doing that.
Yeah.
That's
Me neither. That.
which lodge in the beard one or the mustache or the dog one? Because the mustache one was in Eureka. Sounds like the dog one is Nevada in general.
Kissing lot was in Eureka.
Oh yeah, Eureka. All right. Number 5. You can't place benches or seats on streets or sidewalks in Reno without getting permission first. And it says this law was originally established as an effort to curb the population of homeless people in Reno. However, if there is a strip of grass near a sidewalk, it's not technically considered a sidewalk. So you're fine to place a bench there.
Huh.
So you can just pull up a bench and if you got permission. Interesting.
It is interesting. I would think they wouldn't want you to put a bench on city property anywhere without permission.
That was my thought too. But I guess if they're like, yeah, go for it. Okay. Number 6. you can run a red light or a stop sign if you are driving the lead car in a funeral procession. Nevada is the only state in the country where this is legal, as it allows police officers to direct traffic in respect of funeral processions.
I wouldn't want to run the red light.
I was going to say, like, why do you need to run a red light? Are you in a hurry to get to the funeral? And
Well, it's to keep. I know the point of it is to keep the traffic from bunching up too much with a long funeral, a long funeral procession.
yeah,
But wouldn't want to be in that front car and run a red light and cause an accident.
I was going to say, you don't want to cause another funeral?
Yeah, exactly.
But if you're in a normal car, you can't, or else, yeah. Well, this should be everywhere. You can't
I
lie
think they
down
do,
on a.
Jen.
You what?
Said I think they do. To Jen's
Oh,
question, don't most funeral processions have a police escort?
I was wondering that too, but I guess it's more of a you direct the traffic. We'll just we'll keep going. Number 7, you can't lie down on a sidewalk in Reno. However, there is no law against
Huh.
lying down in the middle of the street.
Probably not your best choice, though.
Yeah. Well, and if someone's lying down in the road and causes accidents because people are trying to avoid them or they get run over, it's like, I would think that's more dangerous than lying down on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Like, that's a little backwards.
So they're not going to get cited for anything.
Yeah.
Nope. You can in the sidewalk. Nope. Okay, this is weird. So you can't spray paint a shopping cart and keep it in your basement. Like, what's the? And there's really no explanation. This says once a shopping cart is spray painted, it's hard to tell where it was stolen from. So it is supposed to help prevent shopping cart theft. But so is it worse if you take it without painting it, or is it worse if you paint it?
I think it's worse if you paint it.
Because, well, nowadays at Target they sell miniature little versions of their shopping cart for kids. But that's why I'm like, why would somebody want to bother spray painting it to keep it? Because, I mean, if you're hiding it in your basement, who's going to see it? Yeah, can you brush paint it? Cover it in stickers. But that is very... All right. Oh, gross. You can't pawn your dentures in Las Vegas.
Oh, good.
Because dentures are considered to be prescribed medical devices that cannot be sold or auctioned off in any capacity. But yes, not sure why anyone would want used dentures, but there you have it. I mean, yeah.
Ew. That's just ew.
I don't know what's worse, someone bringing in their dentures and saying, how much can I get for these? Or if somebody would be willing to buy
take.
them.
Yeah.
And and last one. You can't walk the streets in Elko without wearing a mask. Nowadays, walking down the street in a mask would draw some strange looks. when the influenza pandemic hit in Nevada in 1918, lawmakers had to force citizens to take precautions against the spread of disease.
Hmm.
But only in Elko.
Guess that's the only one that's still on the books.
Yep. And that's it for Nevada.
That's it. All righty.
Probably stole their grandpa's. Ew. Yeah, talk about a gambling. Ew. Don't do that.
I'm going to get a drink of water.
Me too. So all we have left is Utah.
Sorry about that. Forgot about the air fryer going.
All right. Utah. In the
How many
event
we
of,
have for this? Oh,
we
sorry, go
have
ahead.
12.
Okay, go ahead.
In the event of beaver dams, you have recourse. Let's see. You can request authorization to kill or trap a beaver if said beaver is going to damage or menace to private property.
Is that a dead person?
Okay. Don't promote milk discrimination. Anyone in the business of buying milk products cannot discriminate between sections, communities, localities, or towns in this state. That's a no-no in Utah, which could make you guilty of a Class B misdemeanor.
Wow. There was
Wait.
an ad going, sorry, and there
So-
was like a game and it showed a dead person. So that's why he said
That's funny.
Wait, so it says don't promote milk discrimination,
Yeah, I don't get it.
but if
I
you're
don't get it either.
but if you're buying it, you can't discriminate. So I don't understand what that means.
I don't get it either.
Because
Make it
I would
make
think
sense.
when it says don't promote, but what? Because my mind went to the lawsuit against Starbucks for people are saying they need to stop charging extra for milk substitutions,
Yep.
or so that's where my mind went. But then that's confusing.
I'm confused too.
Mills.
I don't get it. I don't understand it at all.
Either that was poorly written, or
Yeah, I had a hard time with Utah.
because I'm even
But
reading it
finding
more than once, and but yeah.
Number 3, keep your hands on the handlebars. If you're riding a bicycle or moped, there's no joyriding with your hands willy-nilly. You need to have both hands free to steer and at least one hand on the handlebars at all times.
well, you're no fun. Utah.
I say like the moped I understand, but who hasn't like it even says like mom, look, mom, no hands.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
I don't take orders.
Like, what are you in for? Rode my bike, no hands. Exactly, Sean.
Hey,
Done.
Priscilla.
Ah.
Mhm.
The town bike.
I was like,
Oh my gosh. I
oh
mean,
my.
you're welcome to go to Utah and test it out and get back to us.
That's right. You let us know.
The thing is though, Jen, you hold it. Don't you hold the handlebars on the town bike? Don't they have handlebars to hold?
You can go to Utah too and find out.
Yeah. Whatever you do, don't cause a catastrophe. Causing a catastrophe in Utah can be a first-degree felony. But before all accident and disaster-prone people start panicking, know that a catastrophe is designed as a widespread injury or damage to persons or property by the use of a weapon of mass destruction or explosion, fire, flood, avalanche, collapse of a building, or other harmful or destructive force or substance. So unless you accidentally topple a building, you're probably safe from this one.
So I thought this was everywhere, not just Utah.
Probably. But we're talking about Utah.
Yeah, because my favorite was define catastrophe, but just sounds like common sense, people. And also define accidentally.
All right. Number 5. When you go fishing, leave the explosives and crossbow at home. According to the Utah Fishing 2019 guidebook, you cannot use any chemical, explosive, electricity, poison, firearm, pellet gun, or archery equipment to take fish or crayfish. There are exceptions, however. When killing common carp, crossbows and spears are fair game.
All right. That's really not fishing either. It's like, I'm going to go fishing, but I'm going to bring the explosives.
Yeah. Dynamite.
Number 6. When at public performances, keep your hat low. In 1898, it was considered a misdemeanor for people to wear a hat that was too high inside a theater. Then again, in 1898, it was also a crime in Utah to sell impure vinegar, duel, procure females to play musical instruments at saloons, and to participate in barbarous and noisy amusements on a Sunday.
Oh gosh.
Our first Sunday law.
Oh right, it is. Wow.
Yeah, we haven't heard Sunday until now.
Number 7. In Provo, it's best not to get into a snowball fight or put torpedoes on railroad tracks.
No snowball fight. What?
No torpedoes on railroad tracks, but what? I'm gonna blow people up. Not
It's only
really.
a misdemeanor, though, for a snowball fight.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No fun.
Yeah. According to Provo municipal codes, every person who shall willfully and carelessly within the city limits of this city throw any stone, stick, snowball, or other missile that might hit another person, damage property, or frighten or annoy any traveler is guilty of a misdemeanor. And in case you had any crazy ideas, the same section that is against the law. The same section states that it is against the law to put torpedoes or explosives on any track or rail over which cars of any kind or description pass.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, stones I understand, but no snowball?
No.
Lame.
Hmm.
Number 8. Think again before playing your fife in Salt Lake to advertise an auction. Salt Lake once outlawed auctioneers from using immoral or indecent language in crying their sales, and the ringing of bells, ringing of bells, blowing of whistles, drum or fife or other musical instrument or noise-making means of attracting attention to passers-by.
That's okay.
Right.
And only the fife.
No, not just the fife.
Oh.
But I'm
Bells.
not
Okay.
reading. Yeah.
Someone must have been really obnoxious with their instruments.
Yeah.
So, who did
Don't
it?
don't get too close to the dance floor in Monroe, Utah. In January 2000, Utah's representatives took a break from lawmaking to reflect on some strange laws still on the books across the nation. Among them was the law from Monroe, Utah, which stated that daylight must be visible between partners on a dance floor. I guess you're out of luck if you wanted to go dancing at night.
Sounds like Footloose.
Kind of.
Right. I was just thinking, I was seriously thinking that in my head. Footloose.
This is our time. Lame.
Be
Utah's no
careful.
fun.
Be careful while hunting and transporting whales in Utah.
What?
Yeah. Though the Utah Code does not mention whales specifically, the federal government's Marine Mammal Project Act makes it unlawful for anyone to take any species of whale incident to commercial whaling in waters subject to jurisdiction of the United States. So whether you are in Hawaii, Utah, or Ohio, it's best not to hunt whales.
Well,
Huh.
I guess that is good to know.
Yeah.
I don't know who was out there hunting whales, but I guess people do it.
Yeah.
I remember reading a story back in elementary school that for some reason they would poach whales and sell their blubber.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Not sure what for, but that's
Oil, stuff like that.
oh yeah.
Poor whales.
Wonder if that's why.
Yeah.
It's sad.
It is
Number
sad.
11. Respect your librarians on threat of detainment. Though sweet and friendly, librarians are far from helpless when it comes to reclaiming stolen library books. According to Utah Code, blah, 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 any employees of the library who has probable cause to believe that a person has committed library theft may detain the person on or off the premises of the library. Man.
But okay. Far from helpless.
Far from helpless. And the last one, number 12. You have the right to take a skunk if you want. If the need ever arises for you that you take a red fox or a skunk, know that you have the law's full backing. According to Utah Code, whatever, red fox or striped skunk may be taken any time without a license as provided by this title or rules or a proclamation of the Wildlife Board.
So,
And
yeah.
you can keep your skunk.
I'd like to meet anyone who'd be willing to take a skunk
Yep.
of all things.
Yep.
Right.
Because good luck.
Well, that was boring.
Yeah. Utah's
Sorry.
kind of
Wait,
Kinda
that was
Thought
meh.
it?
Utah would be much more interesting.
I thought
I
so
did too.
It is legal to have more than one live.
I bet they purposely avoided those.
Yeah.
They probably figure, oh, that's pretty widespread by now. Get him decented? No.
Yep, you can take the gland out.
Aw.
I'm not liking that.
I would, even though I don't want to be skunked, I would feel bad.
Yeah.
That's their defense mechanism.
Yeah, that's why I say you can keep your skunk. I don't want it.
I
Well,
don't want it.
I'm surprised they didn't mention, because on the Utah article, it shows a dog that said peeing on rug, repeat offender, but there wasn't any laws about dogs peeing on rugs.
Hmm.
Unless they were just trying to find a funny photo of a lawbreaker. Your ex sister-in-law had a pet skunk? Oh my goodness. Was it descented. Wow. Yeah, the tomato juice, I've heard that it doesn't always work. Or you have to use like a very specific kind that's like 100% juice straight from the tomato or something.
I remember came out of my room when I was living with my parents. I don't know about this dog stunk so bad. I was like, did he get sprayed by a skunk? And my mom's like, no, he didn't. No. And my brother's like, I think he did. And it's because it stunk so bad. Like my eyes were watering. And I was like, get that thing out here. Get it out. Poor dog.
Yeah.
Why are you
And
running?
the worst part is, as bad as it smells, it's how hard it is to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm like, who would want to just take a skunk from the wild? Because, like, just, I mean, a fox I can understand, but a skunk? No,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
So those are our crazy laws for tonight.
Yep. They sure were.
And I would say vast majority of them very, very strange.
Yep.
Yep.
There was a couple I agreed with, and the rest, nah.
Yeah. Me.
Oh, 16-pound American Eskimo allowed to play with skunk. Oh,
Ooh, they made hats out of them.
ew. Like, no. Like Davy Crockett style. Ugh. Nope. But anywho.
Anyways,
What do we have on tap for next week?
we're off next week.
We're off next week.
Yeah, we're
I
off
am.
next week.
Tell the people why we're off. Well, tell the people we're taking a break next week.
Yeah, we're taking a break.
Yeah, but we will be back the week after that with, did we decide games?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we'll be doing a games night. The next trivia game night will be not next week, but the week after that.
Yep.
And I was watching Legally Blonde last night, and I
was
had
watching
the
couple of
idea to add that to our list.
Yeah, we should do that.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're supposed to be doing a new movie.
Really?
I think a show too of because Reese Witherspoon, it's already said that it's in pre-production mode, that they'll be doing a third one. And I keep hearing that there's talks of a show where it's like a prequel, which doesn't totally make sense because she didn't go to law school until the first movie. So I'm not sure if they would just kind of show Elle Woods in her life before law school, or
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like,
but
what are you gonna do there?
But still, it wouldn't make sense to call it Legally Blonde if she hadn't gone to law school yet.
That'd be kind of boring.
So I'm wondering if that's just an idea someone threw out, but yeah, because I think in the third one, supposedly she's running for office. So gonna make the White House pink. I don't know, but but yeah,
Interesting.
I was like, or Legally Blonde trivia. I've seen that movie more times than I should probably admit.
Yes, people can be illegally blonde. Not everybody has the coloring to be blonde, Jen.
I've heard that it's a very small portion of the population that is actually naturally blonde.
Yeah.
Majority of your blondes are from the box.
And some people just shouldn't be blonde. I mean, they can be, but they shouldn't be. They look so much
I
better.
just remember the days of when guys would do the frosted tips and bleach their hair and like, what are you doing? Don't do that. I did try going blonde for a short period and I would never do it again. It did not suit me.
No.
It's against the law in Utah to dye your hair blonde. What?
Nah.
That's not true, is it?
Nah.
No.
Because that's one I've never heard before.
Me
Oh,
neither.
okay. Gotcha. Went right over my head. Sorry. Yeah, imagine all the illegally blonde people in Utah.
Yep. I'm natural.
I'm going to say you're
Bye.
natural, right?
Yeah. I'm
Have you ever
natural.
dyed your hair any other color?
Yeah, I dyed it brown. I dyed it black. I do like it black.
I can't picture you with black hair.
I'll have to hunt down a picture. Yeah, I've had black hair. I always wanted that like that yellow blonde, because
Yeah.
mine's more of like a dirty blonde. But I have like my hair is just weird because it's blonde, but it has like strands of burgundy, have strands of red hair in there. Like it's just really, or auburn hair, I should say. So it's got like, and then sometimes in the sun it's like actual gold, and it's like I don't know what it is sometimes.
Hmm.
But I always wanted to like do the strawberry, but I could never get it out right with certain colors.
Yeah. And I noticed in the movie too, they that I'd forgotten about how she had the herbal essences hair dye on her table, and I'm like, I miss when they had hair dye. I liked their hair dye. That's what I used to use.
So anyway, shall that be it for tonight?
I think so. You guys get off a little early.
Yep.
Did you guys remember to go like the video?
Mm-hmm.
Do
Yes.
the YouTubey things?
Leave us comments for what you thought of the laws or ideas for future streams. Just anything.
Give us a good recipe. We don't mind.
Yes. Yes, for sure. Always down for a good recipe.
Well, okay then.
And with that, we'll bid you all adieu. Have a great
Yeah.
night,
Yeah,
great weekend.
thank you for joining. Have a good night. And see you around the street.
We will not see you next week, but we will see you in 2 weeks.
Alrighty.
All righty.
I don't know if my voice my throat will let me do it. Bye. I'm Batman. Can't do it. I'm Batman. That's smoke.